Hi guys! Welcome sa Engineered Math Channel. So, ang topic natin ngayon is for differential calculus, which is continuity of functions at a number, part 3. So, kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yung parts 1 and 2, ililink ko na lang sa description para mapanood nyo muna. Kasi mahalaga yon. Meron na kayong concepts or background about our lesson. So, itutuloy lang natin. So, magsasolve lang tayo ng more problems. So, tandaan nyo itong mga concepts ha. Yung 3 conditions for continuity. Condition 1, 2, 3. Tapos, ito yung mga different types ng discontinuity. Tapos, nakasolve na tayo ng sa part 1, nakasolve tayo ng hanggang problem. Yung part 1 nitong mga sets of exercises hanggang seven. Okay, tapos dun sa part 2, nung exercises natin, naka 1 pa lang tayo. Tama. So, isa pa lang. Sige, tutuloy natin. So, dito sa part 2 ng mga exercises, ito yung yung instruction. So, find the possible point or points of discontinuity and determine if f is continuous there. Classify the discontinuity as removable, jump essential, or infinite essential. If the discontinuity is removable, redefine f so that it will be continuous at that point of discontinuity. So, ito yung una nating na-solve sa part 2, problem 1. So, tuloy natin. Let's have problem number 2. So, sulat ko muna. Number 2. So, piecewise function ulit. So, equal siya sa absolute value of x plus 2 if x is less than or equal to 0 and equal to the floor function of 2x or the greatest integer function, GIF of 2x, if 0 is less than x less than 1 and equal to x squared minus 4x over x minus 4 if x is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so tayo yung mag-a-identify ng mga possible points of discontinuity. So ano yung mga possible points of discontinuity? So kapag meron kayong rational, algebraic, dapat yung denominator niya should not be equal to 0. So dahil meron tayong x minus 4 sa denominator, yung magpapa-0 dito sa x minus 4 is kung x is 4. Okay, so therefore, possible point of discontinuity yung 4 kasi magpapa-undefined siya dito eh. Or paano mahanap yung 4? Equate nyo yung denominator na x minus 4 to 0, then solve for x, transpose yung negative 4 sa kanan, positive 4. So isa to, si x is equal to 4 sa point of discontinuity. Ano pa? So, i-check nyo naman, kung wala na dito sa mga rational, check nyo yung intervals. So, yung mga endpoint or boundary ng interval, possible yon na point of discontinuity. Ano-ano yung mga nakikita nyong number sa interval? 0, tsaka 1. Okay, so therefore, possible point of discontinuity yon yung 0, tsaka 1. Okay, kasi 'di ba pag sa condition 2 naghahanap tayo ng limits, no? Condition for continuity, yung condition 2 kailangan yung limit of f of x as x approaches a will exist. Paano kung hindi siya mag-exist dahil nga piecewise tayo, hindi mag-equal yung right hand tsaka left hand? Okay? Kasi may ambiguity dito sa interval. So kaya kino-consider din natin na possible point of discontinuity yung mga boundary or endpoints ng interval. So naturo ko yan, 'di ba, yung one-sided limits dun sa previous video ko. So far meron tayong tatlo. Okay? So iisa-isahin natin 'yan. Pero ano pang napansin nyo? Meron tayong GIF. So, yung GIF or greatest integer function or floor function, baka makahugot din tayo dito kasi ng possible point of discontinuity. So, take note na yung interval niya is from 0 to 1. Diba yung floor function is equal, floor function of x, naturo ko to sa previous videos, diba? Floor function ng x is equal to n if n is less than or equal to x less than n plus 1. Kaso, hindi tayo x, 2x. So, ang kukuhain nyo ngayon is yung floor function ng 2x equal siya sa n if n is less than or equal, so instead na x, 2x less than n plus 1. Tapos, isosolve nyo ngayon yung x dito sa interval, i-divide nyo both sides by 2. Okay, para x lang yun nandito sa gitna. So, magiging n over 2 less than or equal to x less than n plus 1 over 2. So, therefore, floor ng 2x is equal to n if n over 2 is less than or equal to x less than n plus 1 over 2. Okay? So, ang original interval kasi ni 2x, floor function ni 2x is 0 less than x less than 1. So, kung mag-a-assign tayo ng, let's say, if n is 0, bale, floor function of 2x is equal to 0, then pag pinulit nyo yung n dito, that's for 0 over 2 less than or equal to x less than 0 plus 1 over 2. Okay? So, bale, floor function of 2x is equal to 0 if 0 over 2, 0 is less than or equal to x less than 1 half. So, pasok tong interval na to sa original na 0 less than x less than 1. Kapag n is 0. Check natin kung if n is 1, kung magkakaroon pa tayo ng interval na pasok dito, bale, floor function of 2x is equal to 1 if, so papalitan nyo naman yung n ng 1, 1 over 2 less than or equal to x less than 1 plus 1 over 2. So, magiging floor function of 2x is 1 half less than or equal to x less than 1 plus 1, 2 over 2, 1. So, pasok pa rin ba tong interval na to sa original na 0 less than x less than 1? Yes, di ba? Kapag tinry natin, if n is equal to 2, baka umover na siya. Sige, check natin. Floor function of 2x is 2 if, so, ito ulit, palit nyo naman yung n ng 2, 2 over 2 less than x less than 2 plus 1 over 2. So, obviously, 1 agad to eh. Less than or equal x less than or equal to 3 half. So, hindi na siya pasok dito sa original interval. So, pwede natin ngayong i-divide into 2 more intervals yung floor function ng 2x. Okay? So, bale, yung floor function ng 2x is from the original interval na from 0 to 1, pwede siyang maging dalawang interval na eto, equal siya sa 0 if 0 is less than or equal to x less than 1 half. If 0 is less than equal to x less than 1 half and equal to 1 if 1 half is less than or equal to x less than to 1. if 1/2 is less than or equal to x less than 1. So, pwede natin gawing new value neto is, ito na lang. Okay? Equal siya sa 0 if 0 is less than or equal to x less than to 1/2 and equal siya sa 1 if 1/2 is less than or equal to x less than to 1. So, nadagdagan tayo ng interval. Ibig sabihin, pwede ring maging possible point of discontinuity si 1/2, right? So, madadagdagan tayo ngayon ng x is equal to 1/2. So, may 4, may 0, may 1, may 1/2. Okay? Kaso dito sa part na to pala, pareho silang may less than. May less than or equal. So, anong pipiliin nyo? Dahil originally dapat ang sakop na interval or ang sakop na value ng f of x kapag x is less than or equal to 0 is absolute value of x plus 2, huwag nyong isasama yung ano dito, yung underline. Kasi originally, if x is less than or equal to 0, yung 0 inclusive lang dapat sa absolute value of x plus 2. Kaya, wala na lang tong underline dapat. Okay? So, ito yung ano natin. Yung bagong form ng f of x. Tapos, ang hahanapan natin ng mga possible point of discontinuity ay x is 4. Medyo marami, no? X is 4, 0, 1, and 1/2. Yan. So, matrabaho to. Marami. Iisa-isahin natin ngayon itong possible points of discontinuity. Kung magiging discontinuous nga ba talaga yung function sa kanila or continuous. Okay? So, dito muna tayo sa 0. Sige. So, isa-isahin natin na 4x is 0 muna. So, condition 1 ng point ng ng conditions for continuity, 'di ba? Check natin yung f of a. Dapat mag-exist yung a is yung value ng x na 0. So, kapag f of 0, ano yung gagamitin nating value ng function? So, dahil ito nga yung may less than or equal na symbol, x is less than or equal to 0, dito siya belong. Dito siya inclusive, yung 0. So, ang gagamitin nating value ng f of x is absolute value of x plus 2. So, absolute value of x plus 2, tapos i-evaluate natin ngayon, papalitan natin yung x ng 0. So, magiging 0 plus 2 or absolute value ng 2, 2. So, defined. So, satisfied yung condition 1. Next, condition 2, check natin yung limit ng f of x as x approaches a kung defined. Bale, limit ng f of x as x approaches yung a is 0. So, kapag limit natin of f of x as x approaches 0, check natin, dahil piecewise tayo, pwede siyang pumasok dito sa dalawa, right? Kapag x is approaching 0 from the left and x is approaching 0 from the right. Okay? So, kailangan kuhain natin yung one-sided limits. So, limit nung f of x as x approaches 0 from the right muna tayo. So, kapag x approaches 0 from the right, ang ina-approach na value ni x is 0 through values greater than 0. 0.000001, ganun. So, saang interval tayo titingin? Dito. Dito pasok yung value ng x na close sa 0 but greater than 0, di ba? So, ang value ng f of x natin dyan is 0. So, therefore, limit ng 0, ang gagawin natin f of x is 0. So, limit ng 0 as x approaches 0 from the right. Dahil constant lang si 0, ang limit pa rin yan is 0. Okay? Next, yung left-hand limit naman. Limit ng f of x as x approaches 0 from the left. So, ina-approach naman ni x is 0 through values less than 0. Okay? So, saan tayo titingin? Dito sa interval kasi dapat less than 0. So, ang gagamitin nating function value is absolute value of x plus 2. So, bale, limit ng absolute value of x plus 2 as x approaches 0 from the left. So, pwede nyo na lang i-direct sub dito si 0 sa x. Parang sa two-sided limits, di ba? So, 0 plus 2 or absolute value ng 2, 2. So, paano malalaman yung two-sided limit? Check nyo kung equal ba yung right hand or left hand. So, yung RHL or right hand limit is 0. Tapos yung LHL or yung left hand limit is 2, magkaiba. So, ibig sabihin nun, yung two-sided limit does not exist. Okay? So, kapag hindi na satisfy yung isa sa condition sa tatlo for continuity, automatic discontinuous na agad. Kasi hindi na na-satisfy yung condition 2. Does not exist eh. So, therefore, f of x is discontinuous at x is equal to 0. Nag-fail na siya agad. Pero, di ba sabi sa problem or sa instruction, direction, hahanapin din natin yung type of discontinuity. Ano yung type of discontinuity neto? So, possible, removable, or essential. Di ba kapag hindi equal yung right hand tsaka left hand, ano yun sa ano natin, sa note sa taas? Medyo babalikan natin. So, if yung left hand limit and right hand limit are nag-exist pero hindi equal, parang sa case natin kanina, so jump essential discontinuity. Okay? So, yun yung type ng discontinuity. So, kapag dinescribe natin further, f of x has jump essential discontinuity at x is 0. Kasi kailangan din nating i-describe. Diba required yon sa problem, dun sa direction natin. Next, so sa 0 pa lang yan. Next naman, 4 yun, diba? 4, 0, 1 half, tsaka 1, ito. So, okay na tayo kay 0. Next naman, kay 1 half. Sige, kay 1 half naman. So, for x is equal to 1 half, iisa-isahin uli natin yung condition. Condition 1. So, evaluate natin yung f of a, which is yung a natin ngayon is yung 1 half. So, anong gagamitin nating value ng function? So, dapat, ito, inclusive. May underline ka sa inequality eh. Right? So, ang value ng f of x at x is equal to 1/2 is a constant, 1. So, therefore, 1 agad siya. Nanggaling yung 1 dun nung inano natin na dinescribe natin or na-expand natin yung floor function or greatest integer ng 2x. Okay? Next, condition 2. Check natin kung mag-e-exist naman yung limit ng f of x as x approaches a. So, bale, limit ng f of x as x approaches a na 1/2. So, dahil piecewise nga tayo, may ambiguity tayo sa 1/2, kailangan natin kuhain yung right hand tsaka left hand limit. Okay, so, limit muna ng f of x as x approaches 1/2 from the right. So, ibig sabihin, mag-a-approach tayo kay 1/2 si x through values greater than 1/2. So, ano yung gagamitin nating value? Ito. Diba? Dito siya pasok. Kasi greater than 1/2 to, yung interval na to. So, ang value ng f of x doon is 1. So, therefore, ang gagamitin natin dito is limit ng 1 as x approaches 1/2 from the right. Which is, dahil constant lang yung 1, ang limit ng any constant is that same constant pa rin. Next, limit naman ng f of x as x approaches 1/2 from the left. So, close enough sa 2 but less than, close enough sa 1/2 but less than 1/2. So, sa interval, dito siya pasok. Kasi x is less than 1/2 na nga, oh. So, ang gagamitin nating value ng f of x is 0. So, therefore, limit ng 0 as x approaches 1/2 from the left. So, since constant si 0, ang limit pa rin yan is 0. So, pwede na nating malaman yung two-sided limit of f of x as x approaches 1/2. Compare nyo lang yung RHL, which is 1, and LHL, which is 0. So, dahil magkaiba sila, does not exist. Okay? Does not exist. So, hindi na siya continuous agad sa x is equal to 1/2 kasi nag-fail na yung condition 2. So, therefore, f of x is discontinuous at x is equal to 1/2. Pero kailangan pa nating i-define or i-describe kung anong type of discontinuity required yan, di ba? So, parang dun sa x is 0, hindi equal yung right hand tsaka left hand. Bale, jump essential, discontinuity. Or f of x has jump essential discontinuity at x is 1/2. Okay? So, next. So, nakakadalawa na tayo. Pangatlo, si 1 naman. X is equal to 1. So, condition 1, for continuity, evaluate natin yung f of a, or in this time, yung a is 1, so f of 1. So, saan tayo titingin interval kapag f of 1? Dito. Kasi, meron siyang underline, no? Inclusive si 1 dyan. Greater than or equal to 1. So, ang gagamitin nating value ng f of x is x squared minus 4x over x minus 4. So, bale, x squared minus 4x over x minus 4. Ipapalit nyo na ngayon yung 1 sa mga x. Okay, kasi ini-evaluate natin. F of 1, bale, is 1 squared minus 4 times 1 over 1 minus 4. So, 1 squared is 1 minus 4 times 1, 4 over 1 minus 4, negative 3. So, 1 minus 4, negative 3 over negative 3, 1. So, nag-exist or defined, right? So, satisfied yung condition 1. Okay, next. Condition 2 naman. hanapin natin yung limit ng f of x as x approaches a, which is yung a natin is 1. So, dahil piecewise tayo, one-sided limit natin uli. Okay? Sa value ng x less than 1 at sa value ng x greater than 1. So, kapag right-hand limit muna, so basta piecewise, automatic yan, piecewise yung function nyo, magwa one-sided limit talaga kayo dyan. So, limit ng f of x as x approaches 1 from the right, so mag-a-approach si x sa 1 through values greater than 1. So, saan tayo titingin na value ng f of x? Dito sa greater than 1. Ang value na gagamitin natin is ito, x squared minus 4x over x minus 4. So, bale, limit ng x squared minus 4x over x minus 4 as x approaches 1 from the right. So, i-direct substitute nyo na lang yung x sa 1 or yung 1 sa x ipa-plugin nyo, parang two-sided limit. So, 1 squared minus 4 times 1 over 1 minus 4, which is same lang to dun sa positive 1, di ba? Nung in-evaluate natin. Okay. Next, yung left-hand limit naman ng f of x as x approaches 1 from the left. So, ang ina-approach naman na value ni x is 1 but through values less than 1. Okay? So, ang gagamitin nating interval is, excuse me, eto. Kasi dito siya less than 1. Okay? So, ang value ng f of x is 1. So, limit ng f of x 1 as x approaches 1 from the left. So, dahil constant lang naman yung f of x natin na 1, ang limit niyan is 1 pa rin. Okay? So, pwede na nating makuha yung two-sided limit. Okay? Bale, pareho sila. Pareho silang, ito yung right-hand limit, no? RHL 1, tapos yung LHL 1 din, left-hand limit. Di mag-exist this time yung two-sided limit of f of x as x approaches 1. Kasi equal yung right hand tsaka left hand na dapat equal na rin kung ano yung value nila, pareho na 1. Okay? So, this time, na-satisfy natin yung condition 2. Okay. So, puproceed tayo sa condition 3. Ano yung condition 3? Dapat yung f of a is equal sa limit ng f of x as x approaches a. Or that's dahil yung a is 1, bale f of 1 equal to limit of f of x as x approaches 1. Equal ba sila? Ano yung f of 1? F of 1 is 1. Tapos yung limit ng f of x as x approaches 1 is 1 din. So, equal sila. Diba? 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, satisfied yung condition 3. So, pag nasatisfy yung tatlong conditions for continuity, ang conclusion is, therefore, f of x is continuous. Continuous at x is equal to 1. Okay? Next. So, last, nakakatatlo na tayo. Last na, yung pang-apat is at x is equal to, asan na yun? 4 ba? Okay, ito yung last. Test naman natin kung continuous yung f of x at x is equal to 4. So, medyo matrabaho lang talaga. So, for x is equal to 4, condition 1, f of a, check natin kung mag-exist. Bale, yung a natin dito is 4. So, evaluate natin f of 4. So, saan tayo titinging interval kapag x is 4? So, dito sa x is greater than or equal to 1. Kasi yung 4 is greater than sa 1. Pasok yung 4 dito sa interval. So, ang gagamitin nating value ng f of x is x squared minus 4x over x minus 4. So, x squared minus 4x over x minus 4. So, dahil i-evaluate natin yung f of x sa 4, ipapalit nyo ngayon sa mga x yung 4. So, bali 4 squared minus 4 times 4 over 4 minus 4. 16 minus 16 over 4 minus 4 or 0 over 0. Which is indeterminate. So, failed na agad tayo. Failed na agad tayo sa condition 1. Therefore, f of x is discontinuous at x is equal to 4. Kasi nga, indeterminate siya. Hindi defined ng indeterminate, di ba? Pero, kailangan pa nating alamin kung anong type of discontinuity. Required yon. So, kapag kinuha natin yung condition 2, limit ng f of x as x approaches a, bale, limit ng f of x as x approaches 4. So, pwede natin kuhain yung right hand tsaka left hand. X approaches 4 from the right. Bale, factor ko si x sa taas. So, x times x minus 4 over x minus 4. Pwede nating makancel yung x minus 4. So, limit ng x na lang. Okay, limit na lang ng x as x approaches 4 from the right. So, pwede nyo na lang i-direct sub yung x sa 4. Bale, 4. Kahit kapag left hand limit, same lang, di ba, na 4. So, therefore, existing pala yung limit ng f of x as x approaches 4, which is equal siya sa 4. So, anong type of discontinuity yan? Kapag nag-exist naman yung limit nung f of x as x approaches a, which is 4, kaso undefined yung f of a or indeterminate. Diba removable yon? So, kung babalikan natin, yung note natin sa type of discontinuity, ito. So, if limit of f of x as x approaches a exists, but either f of a is undefined or f of a is not equal to the limit of f of x as x approaches a, then we say that f has removable. So, nag-exist na naman yung limit natin, yung condition 2 is true, kaso, yung f of a is, yan tayo nag-fail, naging indeterminate. So, therefore, ang type ng discontinuity neto is has removable discontinuity at x is equal to 4. So, sabi din sa instruction na kapag removable yung f of x, removable yung discontinuity ng f of x dun sa number, i-redefine natin para maging continuous. So, paano natin i-redefine? Diba sa condition 3, para maging true talaga na continuous, yung condition 3 din dapat is f of A is equal to the limit ng f of x as x approaches A, or f of 4, A natin is 4, so dapat f of 4 is equal to the limit of f of x as x approaches 4. Kaso nga, 0 over 0 yung f of 4, di ba? Or indeterminate. Tapos yung limit ng f of x as x approaches 4 is 4. So, para maging true na to, pwede nyong i-redefine yung f of 4. Okay, gawin nyo siyang, instead na indeterminate, gawin nyo siyang 4. So, if we redefine f of x at x is equal to 4, by setting f of 4 is equal to 4, then f of x will be continuous na at x is equal to 4. Okay, so ano ang gagawin natin ngayong bagong function kapag ganyan? Kapag ni-redefine natin. So, same pa rin yung original. Sige, copy natin yung original na given. Pero medyo may babaguhin lang tayo. Sige, ito na lang yung kopyahin natin, yung original. So, okay lang din, okay lang to, retain natin yung first interval, tsaka ito, hindi niya sakop yung 4 eh. Dito tayo may sakop sa 4, sa interval na to. So, ang gagawin natin, kailangan, 'di ba yung if x is less than or equal to 1, nandito sakop yung 4. Pero ni-redefine natin na dapat at x is equal to 4, ang value ng f of x is 4. So, medyo babaguhin nyo dapat yan. Hindi nyo isasama si 4. So, pwede nating sabihin na if 1 is less than x less than 4 and x is greater than 4. So, hindi nyo na sinama dito. Wala kang underline ngayon, no? Diba? So, hindi kasama dito sa interval na to si 4. Ano lang to, from 1 to 4, 1 inclusive, tapos x greater than 4. Pero kapag if x is 4, ito dapat yung gagamitin yung value 4 para maging continuous na yung f of x sa 4. So, ito yung bagong definition ng f of x. Okay? Ayun, so natapos din yung problem number 2. Medyo mahaba kasi 4 yung points of discontinuity, di ba? Kaya pa bang isa? Okay, sige. Mukhang kaya pa naman. Number 3. F of x is equal to x minus 2 over 2x plus 6 if x is less than or equal to 1 and 2x squared plus x minus 6 over absolute value of 2x minus 3 if x is greater than 1. So find the possible points of discontinuity dito sa given f of x, and then verify natin kung continuous nga or hindi. Pero I doubt na matatapos natin to in 1 hour kasi 40 minutes na tayo. So, tutuloy ko na lang. Sagutan natin tong number 3 sa part 4. Okay? So, abangan nyo yung part 4 netong topic natin for continuity of functions at a number. So, subscribe kayo sa channel ko, Engineered Math, and hit the notification bell para mananotify kayo pag may bago tayong uploaded video tutorials. So, ililink ko na lang sa description yung mga past video tutorials natin for differential calculus or yung pinaka-playlist na lang din ng differential calculus para mapanood nyo lahat ng mga video tutorials ko simula sa unang lessons hanggang sa dulong lesson nyo for Calculus 1 DifCal. So para meron na kayong video tutorial playlist guide, reference from our YouTube channel, Engineered Math, para sa buong subject nyo na differential calculus. Okay? Para pwede nyo nang i-binge watch, i-marathon yung playlist ko sa differential calculus pag kailangan nyong mag-advanced study or mag-review pag may exam kayo. Okay? So good luck sa mga nagtitake ng differential calculus. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. Basta mag-aral lang mabuti, mag-practice, mag-solve ng maraming problems. And i-binge watch nyo lang yung mga video tutorials ko sa YouTube. Differential calculus playlist. Okay, so sige. See you on my next video tutorial. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.